Now, one of the things about corn is we want to get the top production with the least amount of nitrogen. Now, the two areas where we are growing, we apply the same amount of nitrogen, but the corn on the tile is greener and it is also taller. A better picture maybe is to see the kind of the yellowing of the non-tiled area. So we are expecting that we will see a lower yield. So one of the things that people are very concerned about is tile and the particles maybe going through the tile water in the nitrate form. But if you look at what happened this past year when you have saturated conditions and you apply nitrogen to the ground, some of that nitrogen goes into the gas phase and we actually lose it. So we applied the same amount of nitrogen, some was lost in the non-tiled area, and therefore we see that there is a benefit for this particular crop to be on the tiles. Also the root system will be bigger. I'm doing quite a bit of study on soybeans. So what did we see on soybeans? Typically what we see that we can get into a field earlier on tile. The soil warms up faster, and the reason is that it takes a lot of energy to warm up water. It takes less energy to warm the soil. So if the ground is tiled, it is going to be warmer. So one of the factors that we saw in this particular trial is that the same amount of seed, we saw more plants established in the tiled area than in the non-tiled. Then another aspect of the crop, in this case soybean, is ankylosis. Again, we saw that the crop that is on the tile is able to withstand ankylosis conditions better, because ankylosis is induced by cold soils, wet conditions, and possibly salts. So if you can take that on and change it, we can also change the ankylosis situation. So if you look at this picture, Aaron is standing here in two parts of his research area where there is tile. The beans are definitely taller than in the non-tile. So the whole season we have seen differences. Differences in stand, difference in the crop development. And what I'm talking is, when we talk about plant root, the root is related to the plant growth. So the more root we have, the more plant growth we also can get.